Wow. Hi viewers, hi everyone who's watching this video. Basically today I've decided to record this video live based on the different questions that I've been receiving from different baristas, different chefs, barmen, and even customers, let me just say. But this is quite a challenge, and this is quite a challenging question when it came to my ears. The message that I was asked is what are, sorry, I think I'm trying to confuse the questions, but most of the baristas or most of the people are asking me, why are they losing their taste and their smell? Remember, in the hotel industry, based on the fact that I have I have 5 years of experience in the hotel industry. Most of the people who work in the hotel industry surround themselves with the five senses, which is the sight, smelling, tasting, hearing, and feeling. Those are the most five common senses that we all know. And when it comes to the hotel industry, that is the basis of everything. Let me say everything. When it comes to sight, the environment, how does it look like? Is it clean? Is it to mention by a few? When it comes to hearing, how is the noise? Is it noisy, or is it or let me say, when a customer encroaches into your environment, how would they feel when it comes to their ears? Is the music kind low? Is it shouting? Is it noisy? Because you'll find that most of the people don't like loud sound, and you'll find that most of the people just like cool sound. So remember, have different tastes and preferences. Then when it comes to testing, this is the major basic of the hotel industry. Most of the people come to our hotels or restaurants, cafes, and bars just to test, to evaluate, or to assess how your taste is. They want to see the difference between your taste and the other restaurant's taste, so they get to where the taste change, or to see who is best, who is the best chef, or who mixes his or her ingredients or beverages very well. Then when it comes to feeling, when a customer or any person comes into your restaurant or cafe or any other place that provides a different service, this is where the feeling comes in. If it's hot outside and I get to enter your office or your cafe when it's also hot inside, that means I'm not going to be comfortable. By the time I leave my place, or by the time I leave the outside area to come and encroach into your environment, that means that I want a change. Whereby if it's hot outside, I'll come into your place, I am expecting that place to be cool, and when I find it to be cool, that means I'm going to ask for something. Let me say, if it's a restaurant, if I find your environment calming, or the feeling around the environment not noisy, it's just cool, people are not making noise, everyone looks smart, or when you get to sit down on the table, it's really pleasant, it's going to make that customer or that person who has encroached your environment to order for something, however much little it is or big it is going to be just because you are following the five senses of people. So basically with this video, there's a reason, like I told you, I am going to tackle this question in different ways. Basically, it's not all about because people are asking me about why they're losing taste, most especially the chefs and baristas from all around the world. It's not basically where I am, because where I am, I think I've not gotten any question. But when it comes to different countries, different continents, different coffee shops, different restaurants, based on the experience that I have, people are approaching me. People are asking me questions about losing their sense of taste and their sense of smelling. So as a barista, I took the initiative to ask different personnel, like the doctors, different baristas, different chefs who are more expertise than me. I went ahead to go in depth when it comes to the loss of these senses. Like I've told you, these are the basic senses that run the hotel. So as we get to continue with this video, just in case you've not yet subscribed, just in case you're new, just in case you're watching this video, feel free to comment, ask any question, share, and leave a subscription notification on, so that anytime that I go live or anytime I get to post a new video, you can easily get notified, or you can easily know that Barista Andrea is here. So in just a minute, let me quickly check here whether my video is on set, or just in a minute, just a few seconds. All right. Okay, all right, I'm seeing an advert is running on. Let me skip it. But with time, I'll have to change this video, whereby I will have to edit it to have just a minute. I don't know whether you can hear me. Just in case you're live on this video, feel free to comment. I don't know whether you can easily hear me or you can get my sound clearly. But while I'm trying to check, I really can't get anything. Testing 1 2. I think this time I have to become a DJ. This is my microphone. I didn't want to bring it close because of the shaky. Just a moment. Let me check why the sound is not on. Right, hi Dr. Ken P. Just in case you're not, I'm just checking out whether my sound is coming out clearly before we get into the topic of the day. So let me check here. Dr. Ken P says hello. All right, just in case you've not yet subscribed to his channel, he's a very nice guy. Wow, that's really lovely. He has told me that the sound is clear. The sound is clear, and that was what I was looking for. So basically, I wrote down some topics, and just in case you have just joined this live video, our major point is why are baristas, chefs, cooks, and different personnels, including the customers, losing their taste. Remember, this is the most sensitive sense. Let me say the most sensitive sense, or the most common element a chef, a barista, and a mixologist will want to use. Because remember, without a perfect beverage, without a perfect dish, it will all go wrong when it comes to testing. That's why I am here to tackle this question. And based on the results that I came out with, you are really going to see why you are losing your taste. So don't take this video to be for only chefs, but even you who is watching this video. So basically, I wrote down some points, but let's talk about testing. Testing basically is the ability to differentiate between, it's the ability to differentiate between sweet, sour, acidity, or what else? Sweet, sour, bitter, acidity. When I open my tongue, the camera is quite far, but when I get to open my tongue, like you see, in the hotel industry, we call it the palate. A palate is something. A palate is a term which we use to test. Just in case I'm cooking food, I would love to test the salt. Is it too much? Is it too spicy? When I get to make my coffee, is my calibration well set? Or just in case I'm serving my coffee, is it consistent? Is it what my customer enjoys every day? So all that comes to test. When I'm in the bar, when I'm mixing different beverages, let me say juices or beer or whiskey, cocktails, punches, mojitos, any beverage, how good is it in taste? Remember, these customers come to our hotels, come to bars, restaurant, however small your restaurant is, customers come to test your food. However much it is accompanied by the site, is your place nice looking, nice for the birthdays, is it nice for different shows, is it nice for hosting anything? It is also accompanied with the feeling, like I told you in the beginning of this video. it is also accompanied with the the environment the your waiters waitresses are giving to you. All that is the accompaniment, but the basic the major basis of customers coming into your hotel is to test your product. That is where they're going to weigh, this hotel is better than the other hotel, this restaurant is better than the other restaurant, this bar is better than the other bar. That's why you find that one of the bars, however much many bars are around the center, you'll find that most of the customers are running to one bar just because of their taste. And when you have a nice taste, accompanied it with a nice service, accompanied it with a nice view, trust me, you are going to get an uncountable number of customers into your place. And many people, sorry to say that, many people are going to call it witchcraft. Many people are going to call it witchcraft, which is not all that good to say, but let's just go by that. It's just because of your service. So like I've told you, we call this a palate. Testing the tongue, we call it a palate in our hotel industry, and basically we use it to test. This tongue right here, on the front of the tongue, here, on the front of the tongue, we test sweetness. Once you hear some sparkling touches on the front of the tongue, or how should I say? Yeah, let me call them fruit notes. You're going to hear fruit notes on the front of the tongue. Something is going to really sparkle you when you get to drink something. Trust me, that is sweetness. And when it comes to the side of the tongue, here, that is where we're going to get the sourness. Sometimes you may taste food and you're going to feel the sourness on the sides of the tongue. Sweetness, sourness, and at the back of the tongue, right where it slots into the throat, that is where we basically test for the bitterness. Bitterness, basically, let me say, when you take medicine, I have some medicine here. When you take medicine, this is Feverdol, like you see. I think most of the people call it paracetamol or Panadol. When you test this, you will feel, you mostly feel it here. That is the bitterness that I'm talking about. Something that you don't like, something that is really encroaching your throat, worth taking juices, sweet things to kill off this bitterness. And in the cheeks, on the walls of the cheeks inside, that is where we test for acidity. Acidity is quite crucial. I think you've tested some things like, how should I call them? Those are acidic things. Still, if you get a tab and leave it in your mouth for quite a period, you are going to feel the acidity. Saliva is going to come, or it's going to approach you from the walls of your, of your cheek. That is what we call the acidity. So that is the basic purpose of the tongue, and that is the reason as to why hotels, cafes, coffee shops, and many other places that provide food or beverages are going to emphasize on the test, so that when customers encroach into their places, they will leave, at least they will leave to come back into that place, but never make any beverage, never make any dish for a customer to compare it with his or her wife at home. You hear some customers saying that my wife is better than this chef, my wife is better than this cook, my wife is better than this barista, I can make cocktails better than this barman, which is really, really, really bad. Wow, I see Sharifa here. Hi Sharifa. Just in case you've not yet subscribed to Basika Sharifa's channel, she really does nice makeup, facial, so just visit her channel. I tried looking for her to work on my skin, but I failed to get her. So it's like an eyeshadow palette. Sharifa, I'm not sure about the eyeshadow palette, but when it comes to our hotel industry, with the experience that I have, all the test runs into the mouth. So like I told you, I wrote down some points here whereby the reason as to why people are telling me they are losing their taste, they're losing their sense of smell, and which is accompanied by too much pain in the stomach, you run to the toilet, too much headache, which is really dangerous. And I think we are going to see solutions towards that, how you can regain back to normality. So like I've told you, So first, in this video, like I told you, we are going to talk about test, which I've tried to derive into, and I think you've got to understand a little bit of why we get to test, why we get to go to different hotels, coffee shops, why we get to go to different bars to differentiate the test, who has the best dish, who has the best drinks. So I came up with some solution. Before I tell you the problem as to why you are having this problem, let's first talk about the solution. Then by the end of this video, I am going to tell you what problem you have. So once you get to notice that you are having a taste problem or a nozzle problem, you can't really smell what you drinking, however much you try to put garlic, lemon, sour things to bring back your taste, you are going to totally feel nothing. I believe some people who are watching this video have experienced that. You are totally not going to feel anything. However much you taste juice, however much you taste anything, trust me, you won't come back to the what? Your taste, the sense. You feel like you're really missing out something. When you get to smell something, it's like you're smelling tobacco all throughout. When you get to smell food, it's like tobacco, cigarette, or coffee, anything that comes your way through the senses of the nose, you are not going to smell anything. So without wasting time, let's get to the solution. Once you get to notice that you have lost the sense of taste, please don't panic. Don't panic at all. Just create a free mind. Speak to your manager, speak to your caretaker, or anyone that is next to you. Just speak to them, tell them about this problem that you're having. Then what is next? Go and visit your doctor. You can go and visit a dentist because they specialize not only in teeth but also the mouth. You can go visit the dentist or any doctor that is nearby, or get to contact your doctor who you trust and try discussing with him. Then thirdly, when you see that your test is not easily coming back, then I think this is the high time you need to isolate yourself from people. This is the time you need to stay home or stay in hospital, because it's quite a challenge when you get to notice that you are losing some of your senses out of the 5 common senses. Then something is really wrong, whereby you have to quarantine yourself or you have to distance yourself from people. Then the other point is just in case you've not made it to the hospital and you have some painkillers like Panadol, paracetamol, like I've told you, just take that to kill off the pain, because sometimes this is accompanied with cramps in the stomach, whereby you feel like something is rolling on into your stomach. So you just take off the painkillers, then at least in the next day you can easily visit the doctor. Then the other thing, sometimes I think when you say that you are losing the senses, that is when we come in with the vitamins. Like you see this. This is my vitamin C. Sometimes when I feel like it's high time, I've taken long without visiting the sun, I've taken long without drinking juices or what, that is what I mix to drink. So sometimes your body needs vitamins to bring back these senses that you've tried to lose. Your body really needs to bring back these senses. So that's why you need to take some vitamins. Sometimes, Sharifa is asking me what causes nausea after eating. I'm not specialized in these things, but based on the experience that I've had when it brings nausea, sometimes I think you have tapeworms in your stomach. Once you get to encroach tapeworms in your stomach, that means you've taken some time without deworming yourself. And when you take time without deworming yourself, that is a really problem. That is why you are going to get the nausea, according to the experience that I have. Or sometimes when you eat much, when you get to eat much food or anything much, that is when your stomach gets to fill up. Sometimes we eat and the stomach is filled up, but the mouth is still enjoying. That is when you feel like some of the food will do what? Will come back. But I think the best advice I'll give you to that if you have tea at your home, if you have tea, just infuse the tea bags or infuse the tea powder. Then after infusing it like for 3 minutes, then you get to do what? And then you get to drink that conch infusion, the outcome of the conch mixture. That's when you get to drink it. It will kill off the nausea slowly. Then after, you'll gain back your ability, or sometimes you might even run to the toilet to reduce that food. So I think I've tried my level best to answer your question. Then someone is asking me, do you think it's caused by excess acids or alkali? Or Dr. Ken P, or let me call him Kenneth or Tulatui again. Those are the names that I'm conversant with. I think basically, I'm not so sure about the acids, but we people have acids in our body. I think you've watched some different videos of talking about this acid that is very dangerous. Just in case you pour it somewhere, it can easily burn something. So I'm not so certain. I think these are medical questions, and I'm not so certain about that. So then the other point, when it comes to the loss of taste, I think sometimes you need to sit under sun. When you sit under sun, it creates the ability, it creates heat in your body. However much this heat, we have heat in our body, I think it reaches a time whereby this heat gets to reduce from our bodies. So once you sit under the sun, you get to gain not only vitamins, but also heat in our body. Or if you can't access sun, still you can take some tea, something hot, to run into your body to generate what? To generate or some enzymes, to activate some enzymes, or to activate the potential ability of your body to run smoothly back to normality. Then the other thing, I think the other solution is to just wear a mask. I think you know where I'm driving to, the problem or the cause of this loss of the two senses. Just wear a mask or isolate from yourself. Isolate yourself from people, or you can isolate from yourself, like I've said. So then how are we going to fight this challenge? How are you going to face this challenge to fight back and get back your senses? This is when we are going to call in some of the how should I call it, natural ingredients. Yeah, let me call them natural ingredients. This is when we are going to call them in, like we are going to improvise with a lemon. Sometimes lemon really, due to its much acid, I think it gets to burn out some of the how should I call it, some of the diseases within the body. Or it can also be, this lemon is going to help you build back your immunity. It's going to help you generate back your immunity. Then we're also going to imply garlic. Drink as much garlic as you can, not in excess, but as you can. You understand? Because too much of anything is also bad. So let's get to drink garlic. This is what we call apple vinegar. Once you drink something, once you get to drink something like the apple vinegar, or sometimes you get into brush in the morning, this is what you're going to do. When you drink the apple vinegar, when you're going to sleep, you can easily drink a little bit of it, like 2 grams or 5 grams. Then you can mix a little bit of it in the water. As you're going to brush, you get to drink it. Then there is that sound you have to make out of the vocal, or something like that, out of the vocal. I have my juice here, but let me save the juice for another day. So just before we go ahead, still doctor asks, it might be true because excess HCl acidity in the alkali may create bioenvironment inside your gut because of the foods you have to put there. Could be true, Simani. I think we have the doctor right here, right with us. I think I am going to ask him at least to, in case if he can join, to explain more. If he can join, doctor, if you can join in my live video to explain more about what you're trying to say, because I see I have the perfect doctor to expand more knowledge about what I am trying to do, what I'm trying to talk about. So doctor, just in case you can join my live video, it's fine. Then Sharifa, I think I'll give you some juice, or you'll find it in me. All right. Then the other thing, after getting the lemon, the garlic, or the apple vinegar, then this is when we are also going to improvise in the ginger. Ginger is so good, ginger is so healthy. At least I can't wake up in the morning and I fail to take a cup of tea mixed with ginger. Ginger is nice with some other herbs. I really don't know how they call them in English, but in my language we call it mujaja or chisubi, anything like that. So once you get to mix it with those herbs, trust me, you are going not only to become healthy, but to have the perfect taste of tea in your entire life. So sometimes without these herbs, I can easily take ginger, at least to remind me of the herbs that I left at home. So after taking garlic, then you can also improvise in the cinnamon. All these are here to help your health, to gain back the ability to taste. After implying in the cinnamon, then there is what we call gastolite. I think doctor helped me to explain more about the gastolite by basing on my research. These are the perfect ingredients one can get to easily retain back the sense of smell or the sense of taste into your body. Then when we get back to the problem, as we continue with this video, so basically the problem we are having, or the challenge we are having when it comes to this problem, now this is the answer. Many people are facing this, which is the coronavirus, COVID-19. It is believed, or it is allegedly believed, that most people might not face sneezing, coughing, too much headache, but it also contributes to the loss of these tastes, loss of these senses, like I've spoken them, the smelling and the tasting. Once you get to feel that, at least suspect yourself to have this problem, the COVID-19 problem. And that is where we drive to, and that is the answer that I try to derive from different physicians, doctors. I am not allowed to expose the people who ask me these questions or the doctors who gave me the answers. Maybe in the next video they'll try to explain more. That is why I try to record this video, because if I just record it live, because if I just recorded it, most of you might ask me, where is the evidence, where is this? But I have tried to do what? To record it live, so that we try not to ask those questions. As we read in comments, Sharifa is saying ginger, lemon, mint, mujaja. This combination is amazingly wonderful. It removes all the toxins in your body, cutting excess fats, and immune booster remedy. Wow. I think Sharifa is an aspiring doctor. That's what I can say. I think Sharifa is an aspiring doctor. But that's really nice, Dr. Kane and Dr. Let me call her Dr. Sharifa, because she's a skin doctor, like I've said. But basing on this video, I didn't want to say much, neither was I really prepared for this video, but I decided to come out at least and give an answer to the people who asked me about this testing and the senses. Like I've told you, I have quite a little or much experience when it comes to the hotel industry, and we are surrounded by these senses when it comes to the restaurants, cafes, bars, and different things that fall under the hotel industry. And basically with what I've said right now, I think the people who have been live with me from where I started to where I ended, I just want to thank you. Thank you very much for supporting me, and thank you very much for and thank you very much for being here with me at this moment. I moved with my phone to the shower because I didn't want to miss. Doctor, you're almost throwing your phone to the water. You are almost thrown your phone through the water, but just be careful. I think basing on the fact that I think this is my first live video, and just in case you see you need to correct some things in me, or you need to have a change in my live videos, please feel free to comment in the section below, or you can easily reach me on my Instagram page, Facebook page, Twitter page, all at Barista Andrea. Barista Andrea. It's Barista Andrea, Andrea. So, and with this live video, I am going to make sure that at least once in a while I'll be recording live videos with you to exchange, to know who Barista Andrea is. I think that should be my next topic. I'll come live, I think, next week. We discuss about who Barista Andrea is. Many of you see Barista Andrea making coffees, making lively videos, entertaining videos, but you really don't know who Barista Andrea is, what inspired him to enter the hotel industry. Many of those, if you have any questions, I think it will be more of a Q&A, question and answer live video. So please make sure you don't miss that video to know who Barista Andrea is. What can he easily do for you? What did he study? Why his specialty? What is he good at? Does he have someone he loves? All that. I'll give you the answers. Just click in my inboxes, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube comment, please. I'll give you all the answers that you need. So I think that will be my introduction video when it comes to asking me questions. Yeah, it will be a live video. All right, with the little information that I've shared with you, allow me wish you a very good night, a very good morning, a very good evening, and good afternoon, depending on which country you are today and right now. I think that's it for today, and see you in my next live video. Just in case you've not yet subscribed, click that notification below, subscribe, share this video, or you can easily share any other video you feel like sharing. This was just to see, or to know how much I can easily record a live video. Yeah, and this is really quite helping me. Thanks to Dr. T, and who advised me to buy this camera, microphone, the lighting, and I think it's really working out. Thanks for appreciating my support. I will support you too. Alright, good night too. And Kenny, you can smear the Vaseline now. He won't smear himself with Vaseline, but just give him the remedy, or give him the one of those concoctions, the mixtures you make of avocado eggs, so that he sleeps with it on the skin. Alright guys, let me wish you a good night, a good morning, good afternoon, and a blessed week, and a blessed day, a blessed year. See you in my next video. Let me sign out. I sign out. Thank you very much.